Hi, I'm Subhadra Dravida and I run this group Transcell from Hyderabad, and we have developed an interesting solution to the vaccine industry, and we're very excited with the use case and the application that this solution named NeuroSafe is supposed to be bringing to the ecosystem. Right. The platforms like Vaccine India Leaders Conclave is so kind of elite, and the way the speakers and then the participants are assembled gathers all the who is who and the stakeholders, relevant stakeholders. So sincerely, I believe that an opportunity like this to showcase the solution that we have developed, essentially to test to predict certain vaccine related safety concerns is absolutely appropriate and going to be very valuable. So the theme of this conclave, India Vaccine Leaders Conclave, is the best practices in the vaccine industry. It is very kind of appropriate because with the newer technologies and the scale, as well as the adoption kind of being encouraged, it is so important to have certain guidelines to practice, as well as the participants and then the stakeholders to be aware of what to practice and then what to look for and what to embrace and what to adopt. So I mean, in fact, COVID-19, rather the pandemic has definitely created havoc, but opportunities also have kind of come together and streamlined as an opportunity to the industry to adopt to certain best practices, both ensuring the safety potency, certain parameters to be followed, ultimately for safe immunization programs in India especially. So it is so important to have such conclaves and gatherings and sessions with all the stakeholders of this noble industry to be under one roof, not just kind of sharing the what are the problems, or what are the opportunities among the players. Beyond that also, in terms of influencing the regulators as well as the society per se, because the recipients of the vaccines are ultimately the common people. So it's important to have the industry representation, the academics representation, and some solution providers representation, along with regulators, essentially, also the common people and the society, participating, appreciating, what we have developed and what is there for us to even embrace and expect. So yes, I mean, from the ongoing sessions, from the audience as well as from the participants, there have been barrage of questions, concerns to do with, it's all good, I mean it's all positive, I mean not questioning any policy or any kind of experience in India. It's mostly to do with how soon the industry can probably get certain approvals, and as well as how good in terms of the streamlining of the supply chain, ultimately to be able to reach the needy in time. I mean those have been the discussion points, and then I, as one of the participants, have realized that it's all great, and then this discussion and brainstorming session will definitely go to the next level of India as such, facing and all by ourselves, any challenges as of now and then in future also. My experience, participating in this India Vaccine Leaders Conclave till now has been very enriching, and then I'm really pleased to be I'm honored to be one among the who is who of this industry and stakeholders. So the quality of it is impeccable, and I'm actually looking forward to participate more and to also have opportunities to collaborate and work together.